Hello, comrades. This is the start of my playthrough of Penny Larceny with my good friend Fornea and developer of the game Two Flower. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and all that jazz, and get comfy. Grab. There we go, and then that causes your Foogies to appear on my screen. Love that.
There we go.
All right,
I don't know why it works, but it works.
it just works.
Right. Hey, there's Cyrock and you.
So yeah,
Thanks for the Hassie.
it is a pleasure to restart this long-standing tradition between our two channels.
Yeah, definitely been looking forward to this. I thought I was going to have some personal interference in, lifestyle related matters that were going to interfere with this, but it ended up kind of fizzling, kind of not. So now it's just kind of okay, you know what? Forget it. Let's just go.
We
And if something goes on in the middle of it, we'll worry about it then.
we ball.
Pretty much.
Hello, Lafreya. How you doing? And let's see. Ancott is saying definition of art is anything created to express a vision and causes an emotional response from other people. So even a stick figure you draw, if it's with the intention of being a representation of someone, that's art. Yeah. One of my favorite parts of a criticism of hipster art was somebody walking into a museum full of hipster art and placing a pair of hipster glasses down in the corner with no with no label or anything, just putting it in between a couple of other paintings in the corner, and people then went and took pictures of it. And I'm like, well done. You have just created art of your own, even if it's even if it's
very subversive.
Exactly. You're
Avant-garde.
Exactly.
Hello there, Animation Soda Pop.
Yeah,
I'm doing fairly well.
Gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna be dressing as Pandora for the duration of Spooky Month. Why not? I have the assets. I may as well use them. And what better? Yeah, we're starting off Spooky Month, a day early, but that's fine. We're starting with Penny Larceny because what is a more ever-present, encroaching horror than the threat of capitalism?
Oh no, it's not capitalism.
Exactly.
Nice segue there.
If you had checked my schedule, that is exactly what I put as. I put in parentheses. Let's see, what did I put? Let's see, Penny Larceny with Fornea, because what's scarier than capitalism?
All right, fair enough. But yeah, joining us once again.
That's my cue. Hi! I'm the weirdo who wrote this game. I'm Two Flower.
Welcome back. It's honestly good to speak with you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, and I'm really thankful to you here for playing this game, because this has been a pretty rough month for the game. I literally made $0 off Penny Larceny for all of September. So yeah,
I saw that on Blue Sky.
I remember seeing that. It's crying shame, because we had a lot of fun with it when we first played it for a charity stream.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's basically just hit a ceiling. The amount of people who are interested in it and have heard of it, I've already got it, and that's basically all we're getting. But whatever, I'm plowing onward. I'm still making it.
Right. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get a couple other here and there. That's your cue, everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. If you enjoy what we do tonight, please go ahead and buy a copy of this game. Hell, if you have a copy of it already, buy a copy for friends, families, enemies, pets, random bystanders, complete strangers.
I'm not going to say no. I mean, it's the filthy rules of capitalism. So if we got to engage with it, we got to engage with it.
Exactly. And which brings us nicely to the plot of this game.
I suppose I'll take that cue to hit start.
Exactly.
I really like this first line right here. It's like, this is a game about being a criminal.
Mhm.
just just like right there, literally in black and white. That's really funny
Yeah,
to me.
y'all gonna do some crimes. You are.
All right. Um, I am pinning this to my chat so that people can check out the content warnings if they so choose. But I'll give a quick rundown of what's in the main storyline. Uh, let's go to display capture there. Crime, economic desperation, politics in videos game? Surely not. Optional sexuality, animal endangerment. The yeah, yeah, the cat does it remains safe. Even though he is occasionally placed in peril. Suicidal ideation and self harm skippable. Death of a family member also skippable. And mental illness in the main storyline. If you take a look down the various other storylines, you can see that we tackle a wide variety of totally brand non-risk uh, things here.
I am a safe apolitical game developer. I'm in all of them.
Mhm. Alrighty, so with that all said, if you want to go through a complete breakdown of the content warnings yourself, please feel free to check out the website.
Absolutely.
I and now there we go. Eat the rich, indeed.
All right, so for Arcade Spirits, I rolled the main. For Arcade Spirits, the new challengers, fighting, saying 2, because that's not the title. There's not actually a 2 in the title. You
Mhm.
rolled the main. So, which one's rolling Penny? Because I think you were doing Penny when we did this for the charity thing, and I was doing Gibson. And I gave Gibson a voice that was really funny to me, but it hurt my throat. I could not keep it up.
Don't worry, that charity stream was so long ago, no one's gonna remember it.
Except me.
I am happy to retain my role of Penny Larceny in this reprise. That's the one in this instance. We can go back and forth on protagonists.
Sure. I kind of don't mind the idea of doing like ancillary villainous voices. It's like I'm good at that or something.
In my line of work, you learn to look at the big picture, crafting your design for it little by little. Everything connects up, dotted lines and arrows and symbols, a path leading from A to B to C to D. Hello, Latransfem and Dand. Hope you're having a good night.
Hey there.
When you do your job right, it's clean and precise, professional, and awesome. I love it when a plan comes together.
I like the A team as well.
I was gonna say.
Who doesn't like me?
Da, 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Da 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 da.
Da,
Da
da,
da da
da,
da.
da.
I hope you're ready for another 6 months of this.
just a 6-month long a cappella rendition of the A team theme.
Excellent. Like the idea of the A-Team, but never seen the show. You know what? I haven't seen the show either.
I've seen like 2 episodes and I was too young to understand anything.
Yeah, it was kind of before my time.
Kinda, yeah.
It's not possible to predict every step, of course. A skilled schemer is also an impressive improviser and Oh my god, and oh my god, I was gonna do an alliteration there, and just like anything that could work with it just went completely out of my brain. Damn it.
An alliterative assailant.
There we go.
There you are.
You adjust the plan on the fly, just like now. But in the end, you'll get where you're going, where you needed to be.
Hi, this is the structure for the game.
Yup. I'm like, I recognize this. This is foreshadowing and a way to tutorialize exactly what's going to happen. Also, I love the border of all of this is surrounded by the kind of pointillism that was the art style of like many early comic books.
Yeah, the thing that looks like kind of like an early form of dithering, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we use that style pretty much throughout the entire game for any kind of shading. We also go back on the cyan, magenta, yellow, black of printing presses for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Of course, at the time, the use of this art style was a way to cut costs on color while still giving a striking image. And now people have now people use that for like expensive art pieces in a way that kind of subverts the entire original message, which reminds me of the thing that Joyce Messier says in Disco Elysium about how capitalism has the way to subsume all critiques into itself. But before I go on an hour-long gush about Disco Elysium...
It's not Friday. Little early on that one, Lola.
Indeed.
This also isn't Dwarf Fortress, so...
Indeed. But that assumes one very big X factor, which is rarely a simple X to solve for. Simon Cowell sues for the X Factor reference.
That would probably get the game way more sales.
Probably. Welcome back, Tyrus. I'm glad that you survived Hurricane Helena.
Boy, howdy.
Hope you're doing okay. Let's see.
By the way, I saw a thing on Blue Sky, and I shared it in a couple places, but evidently it's a thing for a lot of insurance companies to like actually have like a food budget thing that you have to but can ask for in the event of a disaster. So if you've gone through that or someone you know has gone through that, give your insurance a buzz and be like, hey, can I get like, like food, emergency compensation, whatever, because like it's like an anti-spoiling like clause or something like that. It's like in the case of spoiled food or something.
Squeeze every last drop out of the buggers.
Absolutely.
After all, you are paying them. Get your money's worth. Where are you actually going? What are you destined to become?
This world doesn't have to be this way. We can change things. Change them for the better. You and I, we can tear it down and build it back up. Make a better future so nobody has to go through the same pain we did. We don't have to be trapped in their systems. We can break free, do what we want, when we want, how we want.
You can tell she's a very high-ranked person because of her massive pauldrons.
I thought it just meant she was a Warcraft player. Two of a kind against them all, living a life of pleasure and freedom in whatever manner we choose. No one can stop us. My own internal algorithms are a dead-end loop of suffering and misery. External inputs are clearly required in order to balance my equation.
Oh, so it's Twitter.
Your input has become a vital component in this transformation. Do not discount your own potential. It is vast and incalculable, even for me. We're all playing the roles that were picked out for us. Sometimes we see the strings, sometimes we don't spot them till it's too late. But in the end, we don't have to be what they say we are. There is no destiny, and there are so many possibilities to choose from.
I can't see all the possibilities for myself. Not here. Not now. But maybe they're out there.
If I may tangent for a moment, you want to talk about like wild like possibilities that I wasn't expecting?
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of you may know that recently I have been going on the rounds of getting my name and gender marker updated on, any kind of like official or otherwise important, organizations, that kind of thing, including, like my bank card and account and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I was talking to the banker to have my card updated, he's just kind of like, chatting me up, and I tell my story about how I haven't had like an actual job since 2007 because I basically got ousted by my employer at the time, and then I sued them.
Mm-hmm.
And because they wanted me to basically wanted to force me into a law violation, and I wasn't having it. And the banker looks me in the eye and says, bank is always hiring.
Wow.
And I get his card. Turns out he's like the assistant vice president of the branch. So number 3 is basically saying, yeah, I sued a former employer. Are you interested in a job?
Amazing.
I'm still thinking about it, honestly, because it's been sitting with me.
Why not? Also, oh my goodness. Also, Ren Cookie and Penny Senseless, thank you so much for the raids. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. Joined today by my wonderful co-hosts, Fornea and Two Flower.
Enjoy your stay.
Hey there.
Hello.
Good to see you, Penny.
How was Sunhaven? Oh my goodness, Biddles as well? Like, did y'all plan this?
Oh boy.
Well, welcome, Biddles. Let me do a more appropriate Biddles voice for a moment. Thank you very much for the raid, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked, and tonight we are joined by Fornea and Two Flower to play some Penny Larceny. How you doing, you dynamite gal? How was the darkness too?
Thank you for patronizing the cocktail lounge.
And let's
Enjoy
see.
your stay.
Amaru Crosis, TFJ 588, Lefty the Clown, and Bianca. Thank you very much all for the follows. You weren't yeah, I saw you were collabing with Ren, but I guess Biddles is just a happy coincidence.
Oh.
Yeah, we're joined here by the creator of this wonderful game as we start from the beginning. We did this during a charity stream at some point, and we were we decided we're gonna have to play this again at some point. And one thing led to another, and months later we were just like, let's just start from the beginning. No one is gonna remember where we were 6 months ago.
Where's
Jeez,
the frog? Show me
it's
the
more like-
frog. Wait, oh my fucking
more
god!
like
Is
10
the
months ago, 'cause that-
Two-Flower?
wasn't
Hi,
that in
Two-Flower,
November?
I missed you, Two-Flower.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Oh my
it was
yeah.
Got my driver's license and gender and name and all that updated recently. The picture looks so bad, though. I was told to
you, Ed.
smile, but I was grimacing since it was before your spine got fixed. So you look like an axe murderer on the license.
That's okay. My last photo makes me look like somebody who, after 9/11, would get randomly searched.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a good little sub.
Ash, thank you for giving a sub to Two Flower. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the emotes, the free sounds, and being an arsonist. Of course, right now is the
Thank you very much.
right now
Yeah,
is the
you in the front row seat. Enjoy not having ads in this production that you're a part of.
I mean, Two Flower already has Twitch. What is it called?
Turbo?
Twitch Turbo, which is
Twitch,
pretty
yeah.
good value. Just it's very expensive because I watch a lot of Twitch because I have no life.
Yes. So Twitch Turbo is a great way to make sure that you have no ads on multiple channels, and all of the people that you watch will get a little cut of the Twitch Turbo money. It's a nice middle ground if like Two Flower, you watch a lot of people on Twitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now September's the best time to re-up your subs or sub for a certain number of months, because the cost has gone up to like $5.99. So now's a good time for that discount.
Yeah.
Everyone, feel free to get comfy, or if you need to step away, I totally get it. Streams take a lot out of us, and otherwise, yeah, enjoy the show. We are just getting started here. I can't see all the possibilities for myself. Not here, not now, but maybe they're out there. And if I'm going to become who I need to be, if I'm to find my destiny, I'm gonna need your help getting there. This place has 4 walls, right?
I mean, sometimes.
I mean,
Usually.
it's got 4 walls and a window, I think.
I was gonna say, like, that's pretty much, from what we understood of last time, Penny's main superpower is literally just the ability to talk to us, the player, and
Yeah.
the ability to rewind using Renpai.
Pretty much, yeah. Just work the mechanics straight into the narrative.
Why not?
I mean, if your superpower is save scumming, then you're in really good shape.
Oh, so yeah, we're the commander from XCOM.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. Oh, and that is true, Dan. If you give 5 gift subs, then Twitch also throws in another one.
Yep. Yeah, the last time they did like the September thing, like they didn't have anything for gift subs. It was only for like direct subs and bits, and I was like, that's irritating. I don't get those. I just get a bunch of gift subs all the time, and they had made that adjustment. It's like, oh hey, 2 extra.
If you're gonna give any out, I would ask that you consider my co-hosts before me, because one of them is a game developer that is looking to make more games, and the other is, as previously mentioned, without external employment. I have a full-time job, and this is the hobby that I hope to eventually monetize. Anyway,
I will warn that I'm kind of on hiatus from streaming for health reasons, but I am hoping to get back into it like in 2024.
fair enough. Right.
I look forward to it, honestly.
Oh, this is where like a little like ball of light with wings comes and like pokes us in the side of the head, right?
Hey, listen.
I'm
I'm
listening.
amazed that that first one doesn't say that, honestly. You know, I only slept for like 4 hours or something today. I'm keen with just letting people sleep.
Fair enough. Snore.
Oh, there it is.
Did you get an achievement for like an alternative ending, like an alternate game over?
No, I got a bunch of gift subs from Cyrock and you.
Hey,
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Oh hey, one of the Twitch ones went to Index.
Excellent. It's also a great way to basically kickstart a hype train, because Twitch counts as the second person doing the sub.
Yeah, it's a hype train level 3 already. So yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you very much, Cyrock and you. I do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, snore. Excellent.
You know, I'm pretty content with just making Lola continue to have to make sleeping noises.
Just how long can we keep this joke going? Snore.
Yeah, okay.
That's cheating.
That's so cheating. Do it again. There we go.
Good. Good.
Okay. What? I bolt upright in my chair, neck feeling sore and stiff from the impromptu nap time. Crap. Did I doze off?
You know, you had a long night.
Yeah, in hindsight, the 6-hour nachos and cartoons binge before the big day, probably not my smartest move.
You know, sub out nachos for chips and salsa, and you know what? Probably not too far.
Yeah, that's fair. But honestly, this is boring. 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 This whole office is boring. Can't believe I gotta apply for a job here. A job of all things.
6-hour nachos. Boy, howdy, I can only dream of 6-hour nachos.
6-hour nachos is the evolved form of $5 footlongs. It's also a good band name.
I still remember this, like, this architectural decision, like, bending my
Yeah.
brain.
A little bit,
Like,
yeah.
The more I look at this structure, the more that, like, it just bothers me.
I can't explain it, man. This is just wild. It's like I just asked the background artist, I need, a block with some offices, and this is what I.
It's the columns here in particular, like these external columns that, like,
There's no consistency to them.
there's no consistency to them, and like if they go through the floors to like actually, function as, a through running structure for stability, then they're just like in the middle of cubicles.
And who takes care of the flowers before?
Also, if you were an English peasant living under like King William III, your mind would just be absolutely boggling at how many windows there are. Just because you would have to pay tax on every single one of those individual panels.
Oh geez. That was
In fact, that's why so many of those kind of houses have like those little individual panels. It's literally a way of showing off how many taxes you have to pay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's really irritating to learn.
I'm made the lesser for knowing it.
Yeah, right?
I love history and how dumb it can be sometimes.
I'm a bimbo. I'm dumb enough. I don't need to be made dumber by learning more.
Fair enough. Alright. If Mom saw me sitting here filing paperwork for the man, she'd say I was totally uncool. I'd be such a disappointment. I feel a creeping wave of shame running down my spine from the mere thought of it.
Yep, and there's the hype train settling itself.
Get
Oh
yourself
boy,
your new emotes, folks.
We got Cat Rave.
Nice.
If, your ma actually knows what's up, then I'd say understanding that there are steps that need to be taken.
Exactly. My my chat here, Ash is talking about how Mount Everest has grown by a couple of inches, and the depressing thing is that it's probably like human waste and bodies. But did you know that that Andrew Scott Waugh was the first person to put 2 feet on top of Mount Everest in 1878? When he originally measured it, he measured it at 29,000 feet. but he was like, nobody is going to believe such a nice round number as the actual measurement of Mount Everest. So he measured it at 29,002 feet, because so then people would think he was being incredibly precise. So he was, in fact, the first person to put 2 feet on top of Mount Everest.
Boo!
Wow. I see how it is. You'll just hate history. Yeah, I guess. I mean, she did some uncool things too in the name of being cool. I can do the same. I can follow in her footsteps. Wait, what time is it? I look up quickly at the clock. Getting things thrown at me in chat. Crap, I've got like 5 minutes to finish this paperwork or we'll be late.
Hang on.
Christ.
There we go.
It's happening. It's difficult to see a single object. Anyway. Need your help here. Fill this out for me quick. This is where we get to fill in our character sheet.
I do like that, the way that this is
Thank you.
arranged here as like a character sheet, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hello, LaCherry. How you doing? Good to see you.
I remember this one.
Yes.
The good place option.
I like how
Good place option.
full words just says, word. And
Word, yo.
I think like partial words is like a good, like I mean
I always just like the complete censor, because like then I always just think of 1000 hertz.
that's fair. I'm fine with doing things like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
things that, yeah,
Yep.
that works for me. So Rock News says walk. Is it all?
Like
Is
your-
it? Is it just all walk, or do you get like creative with the type of silly swear words?
Basically, there's a hard set list of like this is a swap for this. Like we have shirt and fork. I tried to go by good place rules whenever I could.
Gotcha.
But when you're actually looking at the swearing screen at the first time, it's like I don't want to actually just throw a swear word straight at it, because some people just want to play censored, and
That's
therefore I
fair.
don't want to like smash it in the face to start with. So I just want like word. But then you need like, how do you express like what the silly version of that is? Chocobo, I guess. Or like
That
that's
makes sense.
Right. It makes me think of the what's it called? The profanity filter if you don't have an account on something awful, where you have things like gently caress for a certain F word.
Yeah, it's good.
Amazing. I'm doing fine, Cherry. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm glad we
Sexuality.
get.
I just noticed sexuality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and basically I wanted to have the option here to like just turn that stuff off if you don't want it.
We love our ASARO representation. Yes.
Not safe for work, but safe for streaming. Fair enough.
Yeah. I like how
Hey, the
fantastic
Kafka
Mr.
40.
Fox did it.
Thank
Every
you
word
for
is just
organizing the
cuss.
cocktail lounge.
That's excellent.
Enjoy your stay.
Kafka, thank you very much for the follow. She'll throw a flaming bottle of love through the windows of your heart. Thank you for being follower number 1478. Alright,
Hey, the Kefka 40.
let's
Motherfucker.
see. What kind of
I feel like we need a better alias than just Jane Doe.
that's fair. Trying to remember what we even.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I remember this one. Now that I see it again, I like this one.
right. It's some excellent Simpsons lines here.
Yeah, and just kidding there was actually a community suggestion. So it's like, I need a gender neutral one for the folks who are playing non-binary for defeat. And someone just
Ah.
immediately piped in with just kidding. I was like, yes, perfect. That's actually like the most popular option with that.
Fantastic.
People are picking names.
You know, I can see why. Like that's a really strong one, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So, Soda Pop, the pronouns thing is from a certain right-wing grifter by the name of Heels versus Babyface when he got into a real rant about Starfield for having pronouns. It was, we should have made more fun of it than we did. Let's see.
Trans rights.
Oh yeah, I think we did say like obvious alias, didn't we?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I did this last time because it's. So the story goes, I was making a what's it called? Not BattleTech, the other one, the other version of that one, MechWarrior. Yes, thank you. I was making a MechWarrior online account, and it asked for like name, and it didn't make it clear that it was asking for like username or like player name or something like that. And I thought it meant like real name, and I didn't want to give that, so I just like rammed this in there, and that just became my call sign.
Excellent. Yeah, and they were optional pronouns as well. But that was enough to get him triggered. Let's see, Emperor Reality. Thank you very much for the follow. It should be through a flaming bottle of love.
I do appreciate the extended pronouns. Like that's one of those things. Like I don't think I'll ever quite understand it, but I'm always happy to see it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And whenever anybody can link up pronouns, you just add one pronoun.
Exactly. It's gender is much like a golden corral, but good. You can have as much of it or as little of it as you want.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with leaving Penny at default though for this one.
Yeah, that's fine by me. Shrimp check, thank you. All right.
As an aquatic individual, I'm a little sad to see no quote-unquote unnatural skin tones here, but I understand.
I consider it, but it's like in a comic book universe, you're kind of expecting that to come with superpower, and it doesn't.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair. All right, I'm good with this.
Sounds good.
Nice, Jenkins. How you doing tonight? Okay, so my alias is gonna be obvious alias, pronoun she, her, and I'm okay with romance and sex. All of that sound good? Pleased to meet
Sounds
you.
good. Pleased to meet you, Miss Alias.
Amazing.
One thing suggested in chat was adding USA/Patriot. I actually added that for my game. And if you pick
Fantastic.
I'll know, and doesn't you do it.
Oh wow.
Best part is like it's such a stupid joke because they aren't even pronouns, and like the best part is like you can make funny jokes about pronouns, like the one about how like the trans mask people who become like really big when they take estrogen, so their pronouns change to fee fi fo fum.
Yeah, okay.
That's one of those sea bunny like Schrodinger's pronouns. Yeah, just switch them back and forth whenever you want. That's me, obvious alias. Good name for an aspiring young intern, I hope. I straighten the stack of papers, quickly carrying them over to the receptionist. With a smile, she accepts my forms, glancing them over briefly before greeting me warmly.
Good work. And right on time. Welcome to the team. Thank you for your cooperation, Ms. Alias.
You're welcome, office lady. That's an interesting name. Right, that's me. Cooperative. I'm extremely cooperative. I'm obvious cooperative alias. laughing at grifters who yell at pronouns as if they never passed 5th grade English. That's because most of them didn't. Let's see. And I'm looking forward to starting my job today, ma'am. Just point me at more paperwork and I'll take care of it.
Oh, hey. Leedsy, thanks for the raid. How you doing? How'd the whole TMNT thing with everyone go?
Oh, nice. Let's see. I'll increase our glorious company's shareholder value within a day on my name as an obvious alias, unpaid intern.
Legalized slave.
Mm-hmm. You know, the difference between supervisor and overseer is just what language you say it in.
Bosses are job cops.
Mm-hmm.
You got beat around a ton, but still finished the game as usual. Well, then everything's going to be okay.
Sounds good, Transfem. Line.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Leedsy. Have a good day.
Have a good night.
Sorry, I just had to finish dealing with with the raid.
All good.
That's the kind of go-getter attitude we love to see here at Legitimate Business Company.
I forgot that they called it legitimate business company.
Absolutely legitimate. Nothing illegitimate happened here.
And the fact that, yeah, absolutely. I've read all the interviews with Leonard. Mr. Legitimate, I mean.
That's the part that got me, is the Mr. Legitimate part.
Right, I should have seen that coming the first time. I didn't, and that's on me, quite frankly. With all of my months of experience of two-flower games. He's so innovative and market disruptive. I use a legit book computer at home for everything I do.
Great! So we don't need to bring you up to speed on the latest LDOS version.
Crap. How did Gibson phrase it? He made me memorize the techno-babble, but I'm not sure I remember. Something about ASD drives? Or was it SSD? SDI? Okay, Soda Pop asks, was Mr. Legitimate inspired by Mr. Wonderful, one of the sharks on Shark Tank?
No, there's like a thematic reason why it's Mr. Legitimate.
Gotcha.
Fair
This is gonna
enough.
be you in a week, Jakers. Yeah, welcome to wage slavery again. I think, I mean, I know that SSD is a real thing.
That's why I'm not picking that. I'm gonna go
Right.
with Satellite Defense Initiative over here.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I'm really excited about the potential of the SDI program.
Well, yes, our defense contracts are quite promising, I suppose.
I think I confused her a little there, but at least she's still smiling. Question
You know,
mark?
that's the result I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Ms. Alias. We have coffee and pastries in the break room, and most toilet paper in the restrooms is free. Please clock out from your desk before utilizing either.
I'm sorry, most?
Most.
Do you have like a 50-year-old vintage toilet paper that's like extra or something?
I have a feeling it's something like a percentile thereof.
Or maybe
You know, like
maybe
how, you know, like how
One
like how like chip bags or whatever will say like 20% more free.
so
I think they're
they
like the second and the third fly. You have to get the expansion pass.
what is this, EA?
Jeez.
Casual off-duty socialization time with your fellow coworkers is allowed as well. Simply clock out before and clock in after engaging in pleasantries.
Every non-work task stays off company dime. Got it. That's entirely reasonable and not at all an overreach.
I'm glad you see things our way. Well, I have duties to attend to. Please feel free to explore and get a feel for the facility, within security boundaries, of course.
Transfem brings up the point, clocking out as an unpaid intern.
I missed that part. I didn't even think about that.
Right? Of course. You won't have any problems from me. No problems? Did I say no problems? Oh, I'm sorry. Guess I told a little white lie. Oh, this is a bop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hello, butt-faced man dude guy. It's good to see you. How you doing?
That's an
yeah.
amazing name.
Mm-hmm. Literally not even getting hours on the record. I know, right? EA Games. Fuck up everything. What I meant to say is, they'll have all the problems from me. Wahahaha. Because beneath this deceptively ordinary exterior lies a soul of chaos and mischief. For my real name is... Good timing there. Penny Larceny, little miss, steal your stuff. The miss will change depending on your pronouns.
Yep, dynamic text.
Love that.
Yep.
I sneak in under cover of darkness, tear down every defense between me and my target, and get away clean. Everyone knows and fears Penny Larceny, the hottest young supervillain of this generation. Look the hell out, world. I'm coming for your stuff. Your precious, precious stuff.
Right, and I'm the mysterious voice in your head. Together, we cause crime.
I love it. Hell yeah, rock on, mysterious voice in my head. And this latest caper is what's gonna put me on the map. We live in a world of masks and capes, villains and heroes, and I live pretty firmly outside society's rules as a mask since I was born. I love the ultimatum. Like the different like villain and hero names are just chef's kiss. Let's see. Police chief responds to downtown bank robbery criticized by community. It's not our job to confront some underwear pervert with a ray gun, so we let the cape sort it out instead. Just a reminder,
So
everybody.
tell me that there's like a criminal building and the police won't go in to stop them?
What? Surely it,
That's not related to anything that happened recently-ish.
Right.
Or, and that's definitely not evergreen at all.
No.
Also got the Lorem Ipsum text down the left there.
Yep.
That'd be a great like anonymous alias type name, Lorem Ipsum.
I think I've seen that one before.
Mhm.
National Edition, Southern California. Partly sunny south, afternoon storms and mountains. Plenty of sunshine north. Highs in the 80s to 100s.
Oof.
Screw that. Mostly
Mhm.
clear tonight. Weather map is on page A20. Printed in California, 250. Jeez Louise.
I know, right? Some become masked by
Yeah, that
choice.
That came with a Photoshop template.
Gotcha. Some become
I had a
masked by
feeling.
choice, eager for power and conquest, but many are forced into it out of desperation and poverty. Totally not social commentary there. It's a crapsack world out there, full of haves and have-nots. Stay in society's good graces, obey and conform, or be pushed out. That's why masks have loosely banded together to support each other. Clearly no one else gives a about us. And that's why I'm here today. One of the support structures for the mass community is Crimr. Crime. I knew it was coming and it's still so good. A combination social media network and gig economy market for supervillains.
So I'll admit this is largely inspired by a Loading Ready Run sketch about an app called Puncher, which hooks up people who really deserve to be punched with people who like to punch people.
I love that. I watched so
I'm
much
in
Loading
for it.
Ready Run. One of the sketches that still stands out in my head was the Papers, Please one.
Mhm.
Let's see. With access to Crimr, I could work with the best of the best. Elite masks who run around with huge crews and multi-million-dollar operations. But the app is invitation only, and I don't have the connections to score access. So I'm gonna steal a Crimr invite from the ones that I suspect secretly front the operation. Legitimate business company.
And load it onto your iPhone 3, apparently.
Yeah, it's like a Fight Club app, you know, punch it. Yeah. God. That reminds me of something I saw on Twitter today. It's like, you can make the most, like, obvious satire of, like, toxic masculinity, and you'll still have, you have men lining up to be like, oh yeah, I love self-destructive man, you know, brings down everything around him. It's, you know, something we need right now, bro.
Yeah, like, I love Fight Club. It's one of my favorite movies, but if anybody ever tells me it's their favorite movie, that's a red flag for me.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen it. And I'm doing the best I can to remain unspoilered on it.
Fair enough.
It's a challenge. That's like hard mode on the internet, I've come to find.
Fair enough. Jerry also says, yeah, Breaking Bad, yeah. The guy who, who literally just ruins his entire family, yeah, was originally to get money for his cancer treatment, and then is just like, no, I'm doing this for me now. Let's see. And that's why I'm sneaking in under the guise of some aspiring corporate toady. While I secretly plot my rise to power. Yeah. You and I, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna do it. Worldwide supervillain legends. You ready?
You've got a lot of confidence in our tag team. I like that.
Hell yeah. We work well together. Put our heads together and we can figure out anything. And hey, don't worry about making mistakes or wrong choices, okay? Between the two of us, we can recover from any fumbles. Breaking the fourth wall to tell the player, hey, don't worry about doing a perfect run, okay?
Knock, knock.
Mm-hmm. Who's there?
Line read.
Amazing. Line read who? There's no way
I don't have a counter for that.
Fair enough. There's no way to completely fail a heist. If things get sloppy, so what? The two of us can still figure our way out through it all. Don't let fear of failure guide your every decision. What fun is that? Way too stressful a way to live. And to play a game.
Right?
Now let's get to this. Unfortunately, that nap cost us some time. We can only scout out 3 locations in the building before the day's over.
Hey, the Light Forcer. Welcome back.
Finite time mechanics being a staple of the Two Flower visual novels.
Yep. Casing the architecturally baffling joint.
Architecturally baffling joint is my other band name.
Is it jazz?
Oh yeah.
Thought so.
What should we investigate first? I trust your instincts. You're pretty good at this sort of thing. Okay, I think we definitely want to do the rooftop because we didn't do that last time and we regretted not doing it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, from what I
Patronizing
recall,
the cocktail lounge.
like,
Enjoy
the
your
best
stay.
options are the rooftop, the server farm, and the sec office.
Yeah, I think so too. Bunny Hearted, thank you very much for the follow. I shall throw a flaming bottle of love through the windows of your heart. Thank you for being follow number 1480.
Hey there, Bunny. Speaking of folks who have played this game,
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's check out the rooftop. Every thief's best friend. Rooftops. I should definitely scout this building's roof out, see if there's any avenues of access. Thank you, Cherry. Not many security cameras leading up to the stairwell. There's a few, but they're old and askew, badly maintained. I easily duck the all-seeing eyes on my way up to the rooftop access door, which is locked. Well, good to see you, Bunny. Let's see, okay. As you can see, we are just getting started here. Advantage gained. Pretty simple alarm and electromechanical combo lock. I can disarm this and crack the code now. It'll save precious time for later. The code's 0451. I get to work with my pocket knife, tracing the wires painted in. Okay? Anyway. I get to work with my pocket knife, tracing the wires painted over in the walls, snipping where they need snipping. Welcome back.
You have a bit of a history involving roofs.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm an adept climber.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
I'm not gonna jump. I'm past that. We're past that. I know you're worried, but trust me, I've got this. And every roof I climb is one less roof to be scared of. If you ingest a little poison every day, you'll be immune to poison, right? Same deal. I'll be just fine.
About that.
This isn't Princess Bride. And the lock clanks open. Code's 0451. Because of course it is.
Yep. I remember Two Flower in the chat saying if you did actually go up to do the roof, that it does reveal that the code is in fact 0451.
Yep, because that's the code in all of the video games. Oh, could have been worse, Tibbs. A stink bug could have fallen into your drink or something.
Ah.
The cool wind blows past me as I step onto the roof. Yep, no cameras up here. Kinda lax, honestly. Good ledges to hook onto for the ascent. This'll work just fine.
Yeah, Bunny, Two Flowers here.
We have been privileged to have Two Flower with us kind of since the new challenges.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Two Flower did pop in for the end of Arcade Spirits 1. I think. Am I fabricating that memory?
And before that was just kind of hanging out in chat until we were like, hey, do you want to like come on and give us some like...
We ask you so many questions. Wouldn't it be easier to actually talk?
Exactly.
Speaking of.
It's kind of nice up here, honestly. I used to love rooftops before Parsons. I'd like to learn to love them again.
Oh, wow. It's a raid.
Oh, Neri, thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber, I check, and joined today by Cornet and Two Flower as we play Penny Larceny.
Hello there. You sound
And
very far away.
Thank you for being a good little
what
son.
what are we streaming tonight,
Sticky
Neri?
M up, this is a raid.
I forgot to flip my microphone down.
Oh, that
that'll do
explains it. How was Baldur's Gate? Did you do all the gay things? That's let's be fair. Anyway, yeah. Neri has actually done several playthroughs of Penny Larceny, I believe.
Really?
Indeed. Pretty good
Oh,
ones.
wow.
Excellent.
Neat.
I know using a daring criminal heist as therapy is a bit weird, but so what? I'm weird. You're weird. We're both really weird. We can make it work. Went on a date with Karlak. Excellent. I recently found out that the voice actors for Karlak and Astarion did a Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast presentation with a couple of other people, and it was fun to watch.
Neat.
Murdered a wizard? Nice. Let's see.
You could try therapy again.
Sitting in a circle talking about my problems didn't help a lot last time. Nobody believed me about you anyway. Oh yeah, it was at Gen Con. Yeah.
Ah.
I think I'm cool with tackling this myself for now. But I promise, if it gets bad again, like really bad, I'll get help. I won't ponder rooftops instead. Okay, time well spent. Good work, team.
Gosh.
Okay, what are we investigating next?
I'd say the SEC office is appropriate.
Sounds good to me. Before we go there, I'm kind of scheduled for a bathroom break here, so I figure I'll do that real quick here. So,
All right, sounds good.
all right, everybody, feel free to get up and stretch your legs and do whatever it is that you need to do. I'll be right back.
Is the plan.
In the case.
Hey there, Renata.
Hi,
Everything's
Renata.
Going well.
Welcome back. Alrighty.
I was just giving Forneo all sorts of neat Vaporfun secrets that I didn't tell you.
I had my headphones on, so
Darn.
See, I remember that detail, which is why I had absolutely no qualms about putting Lola on blast immediately as she got away from the microphone and couldn't say anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Yeah, night's going well, Renata. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the vibes, buddy. Alright, let's see. When in doubt, survey the security. It's going to be your #1 obstacle to any successful caper. But as I'm approaching the main security office, I notice something funny stuck in the carpet.
Oh geez, Renata, I'm so glad that your place is cooling down.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying how hot it was getting. You have my sympathies. I think you kind of have to look within for that, Ash. Or maybe see a therapist. Glitter? And colorful paper scraps? Aha, I know what this is. Okay, I've got my cover story. Quickly, I duck into an empty break room, grabbing a box of untouched donuts. And sweep on in, underneath a banner of glossy, paper-strung lettering reading, "Happy Retirement, Carl!" Hello. We celebrating in here? Great, I brought you guys some extra treats. Pastries are always welcome at a party, even if delivered by a newcomer intern.
The good stuff? We never got the good stuff up here. Hey guys, this kid brought the good stuff.
Oh ho ho! Merry Christmas.
If you hadn't said, I would have. Cheers go up from the gathered security guards as the box of sweet jelly-filled delights gets passed around. Multiple security camera monitoring stations, redundant systems, several digital recording decks.
You here, kid?
Huh? I mean, yeah, I just got started today. And you're leaving today, huh?
One more shift to go, and I'm happily retired.
Oh, Carl, you shouldn't have said that aloud. Now you're going to die.
Ah,
Just call me Carl Happily Retired John Smith.
John Smith. It's the John Smith that gets me.
Carl, those are all three of those are last names. Like those were all first names, rather. Like, what are you doing?
I have no idea where I got that name from. It just like pulled out and had like Sean Smith.
Fair enough.
Just
You
And
know,
I'm-
sometimes inspiration strikes suddenly.
Mm-hmm. And I'm obvious cooperative alias, apparently. Yeah, it's like saying, I can't wait to go home and see my wife and kids. Like, here's a picture of them, you know? Or saying, like, I didn't sign up for this shit. Man, I'd love to be retired. I know I have, like, 40 years to go, but it sounds sweet.
Yep, I got all the time in the world for fishing, playing with my grandkids, working on my model railroad.
Uninterruptible power supplies, a whole bank of alarm monitors, only two doors in and out with clear lines of sight.
Kid, you okay there?
Oh, sorry, just... Wow, there's a lot of tech stuff in here, huh? I just filed paperwork. I don't know a whole lot about any of this.
I think the thing that's like not quite immersion breaking, but like considering the retiring security dude here with tons of experience on the matter,
Mm-hmm.
not questioning the gloves.
Huh. You know what? You're right. It is a bit of a out there feature that he's just too happy to be retiring.
It's got to be it. I'm totally willing to let it slide because you know what? It's not a day for this. So I get it. But boy howdy, like that's the first thing that I would think of.
Mm-hmm.
If this were like tabletop and I was in the DMC, it'd just be like, so how come you're wearing gloves, young lady?
His mind is his grandkids, railways, and just doing a ton of coke. It all looks so complicated.
No need to worry. Even if I'm off the clock after tonight, the boys will keep you safe. We're at the best security crew in the world, don't we?
Your dad loves doing coke as a retiree. I mean, the best part about Colombian coke is it has real sugar in as opposed to corn syrup.
He's just
don't look at
making
me.
it
I chug
accessible.
Coke Zero on the goblet.
Yeah, me too.
I don't drink soda.
Just making an accessible workplace. Maybe Penny is touch averse or something he doesn't know. That's fair. A rousing cheer goes up from the well-fed party. The equipment I've seen is so far out of date, out of repair. This nerve center of security tech is solid. There has to be a fatal flaw here I can exploit. I need a conversational lead-in so I can sneak a question. How do we indulge his hyper-specific interests and fixations so that we can...
I mean, railroads are the most technologically involved.
Exactly. I find them to be quite engaging. That's gonna be a joke that only model railroad people understand.
I got it.
HO scale or something else?
Hmm?
The model railroad. What scale is it?
Oh, no, I'm building it in Blockcraft. Nice little blocky virtual railroad. It's a thing I like doing with my grandkids. Got one your age, even. Tell you what, though, that damn Redstone's confusing. Tried to make the train whistle last weekend. Just set off this constant trill and get enough damn false alarms on this job, thanks.
I mean, it's fair. You know, Redstone is pretty confusing. I've never warmed up to it myself. Hell, I can't even make minecart tracks in Dwarf Fortress. False alarms?
Old equipment. Damned outdated. But don't you worry, kid. We're on the ball around here. Always check out any alarm. Never assume it's false. That's policy.
Damn, meaning they'll come running no matter how tiny an alarm I trip. Can't be sloppy if any Twitch will summon security. Well, good to know. Hey, I gotta get back to my desk. Did you know they measure everything you do here down to the minute?
Don't I know it? Not gonna miss any of that part of the job. Hey, never lose that smile, okay? No matter how rough it gets working for this company. You can find happiness no matter what. It'll all be worth it in the end.
I'll do my best, sir.
The motto for capitalism. It'll all be worth it in the end.
Mm-hmm. Much like the Protestant work ethic. It's almost like the two of them are very deeply intertwined. I always figured these company drones were soul-crushingly depressed.
I am right now.
Right? How Carl managed so many years in this hellhole with his spirits high is a mystery to me. It's the coke. I know a lot of the things I do end up hurting people at the lowest levels. It's not like I enjoy causing them trouble. Some stuffed suits at the top get hassled, sure, good. But I'm glad Carl is getting out of here before I cause some damage. I sure hope he's not on the night shift.
All right, and here's where I need to figure out a new Gibson voice.
Found Elijah's armor in the vault? Is that? It sounds like a quirk of whatever mods you've got going. I'm gonna need to access their database, so checking out their data storage would be a smart move. The room's cool and crisp thanks to heavy air conditioning. That's why I liked hanging out in the server farm at the place where I used to work.
Yeah, gotta keep the systems cool.
Plenty of vents. Too small for me. Not too small for Gibson. Okay, good to know that's an option. Someone spotted me.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
I may be serious? What am I serious about?
I wish they'd stop sending interns down here just to report that the mail servers are down. I know, okay? I'm working on it. Every clueless newbie they send my way just slows down my work.
Okay, that's my cue to leave. But it'd really help if I could study the servers closely to get Gibson the information he'll need. He's gonna whine if I don't. Odds are we'll need free run of these computers to score the Crimr invite, so this is probably the most critical part of today's scouting. Is there a way to stick around without enraging this guy despite me being lousy with computers?
Bribery seems like a valid approach.
Yeah, I was gonna say sympathy, but you know, either way. Well, while I'm down here, you need anything? Fresh coffee? Want me to swipe a Danish from the break room?
They log those things, you know. If you take more than one pastry a day, they start noticing.
God, the dystopian hellscape, you know. We truly live in the worst timeline. We could be out here on like universal basic income, but instead we're doing this shit. Excuse my French.
Hey, never stop pressing.
But if I take one for you, it's on me, not you, and I haven't grabbed one yet.
You'd do that for me?
I think that's a service I can provide. You deserve a break today.
Well, damn. That's nice of you. Yeah, I'd love some coffee, and see if you can get one of the good jelly donuts, too. This buffer overrun problem in L-Mail is going to take a minimum of one jelly donut for me to fix. I swear they never listen to me.
That's how I measure time here. You got it. Honestly, you deserve better than this. This place, this job, these rules. Why not tell them where to stick it? Find an employer who'll respect you.
Yeah, if I wasn't up to my eyeballs in mortgage payments, maybe. But this is the best I can get, and I need the best I can get for my family. I just hope they don't try to shift the blame to me for this mess. Alright, I gotta get back to work, but hey, thanks.
Nice to know I'm not the only one who sees how Lenny legitimate is.
I'll let you get back to it. Good luck, okay?
Jen, I don't think we ever learned the first name, so I imagine Ash is exploding right now.
Right? The fact that the CEO is called Lenny Legitimate.
Well, the frog has a new name.
Buffer overrun bug in L-Mail. Perfect. Gibson's gonna have a field day with that one. Although I feel bad that our heist might hurt this guy. Maybe I can get Gib to cover our digital tracks so he doesn't take the blame. And if all else fails, move a few zeros from Lenny's account to this dude's account. Sounds fun to me. Workday is winding down. Can I sneak in any more investigation before I need to scoot out the door?
Oh, Miss Alias.
I'm so lost in thought that I completely missed the office overlord sliding on in to join me. Yes, ma'am. Can I help you?
I know you're likely wrapping up for the day, but I'm afraid I have to be the bearer of bad news. I'm afraid this isn't going to work out. Please put your things in a standard issue Severance cardboard box and exit to the parking lot.
What?
It seems you performed an unauthorized reallocation of company nutritional resources today. Donuts, coffee, protein bars, and other miscellaneous foodstuffs are to remain within their designated break areas and consumed on location. I'm afraid this violation is unacceptable. We're going to have to let you go. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Well, instead, we're just gonna have to eat the rich. Close call, but maybe this is for the best. It's not like I was gonna punch in for more work tomorrow. Time to scoot along home and plan my daring heist.
I think what gets me about that whole exchange is just the practiced, comfort of delivering a statement like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Head check,
exactly.
everyone.
Lenny's full name is Leniford. Oh boy.
Okay, meds consumed. Let's go. Home sweet home. Yeah.
Such as it is.
Mm-hmm. I love the big boxy TV with the DVD player plugged in underneath it.
Hmm.
Very anachronistic. Oh, did we lose 2 flour?
Oh shoot. Did we? Oh, we did. Oop. Mm. Ah. The screen share is blocking me from dragging. There we go.
Oh no.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
One of my high school teachers ended up being a creep, and his name was Leonard, so Lenny is Leniford. You know, fair. Fair enough. Honestly, I had an elementary teacher who was a pedophile, and his name was Bill.
Oh shit.
Yeah, one day I go to school, and the teacher's not there, and one of the computers isn't there, and all the other students that I don't believe are telling me that he got arrested by the FBI. So I come home and tell my parents this, and express my frustration about how everyone's trying to deceive me, and they're like, "No, that's true."
Gross.
Yep.
Alright.
No, actually, you know what? You know what the real gross part is?
The fact that he used a school computer.
Oh no, he lives half a block away, or at least did. I don't know if he still does.
Oh, yeah, no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
See. I'm squatting, of course. I can't afford rent in this town, even with some ill-gotten gains. Also a bad idea to leave a paper trail when you're unmasked. The real villains in this universe, landlords. But it's not so bad. No neighbors to annoy me, given the place is condemned. Unless the fungal growth in the West Wing becomes sentient or something. Think about utilities.
I would laugh so hard if that ended up being like a secret path or something.
Right. Just some like really late game foreshadowing. We've got utilities most of the time, peace and quiet all the time, and this feels just homey enough to be a home.
So in the whole adventure of like, am I relocating here? Am I not relocating here? What are we doing? There was a distinct run of time where the place where I may have been staying looked worse than this. And I was actively thinking about how awful this looks and how I wish I could be here.
Wow.
It's better now.
Okay, good to know.
Still needs work, but better.
Fair enough. More of a home than we've had in a long, long time. Oh, sorry. When I say we, I don't mean me and you. I mean me and Gibson. And you. Me and Gibson and you. Gibson, presumably named after William Gibson of Neuromancer and Mona Lisa Overdrive fame.
Possibly.
The great granddaddy of cyberpunk.
Yeah, I think we got a confirmation about that last time. That sounds correct.
I think so. Gibson. Gib. I'm back from scouting.
I keep wanting to do the voice that's going to hurt me, and I'm struggling.
Do what you're comfortable with.
Ah, Penny, I was napping, see?
Gibson crawls out from under the couch, his favorite napping spot, and jumps on top of the booster pile of books in front of our computer. We need him to be at more eye level to avoid being obscured by the text box.
Can you folks hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I had to unpair and repair my headset. Ugh.
Oh,
boy.
gotcha.
That explains a lot, yeah.
I was wondering. But yeah, like, am I right? Is that why he's always sat on top of a pile of stuff?
Yeah, I gotta get him up to the eye level and get him up above the text box.
Yep.
That's what I figured, especially after seeing Jinx and how she's not in a wheelchair.
Mhm.
Yeah, basically the same issue.
Makes sense.
Ah, what time is it?
I thought we still had a few hours until the heist, see?
It's crime time, my friend. It's crime o'clock. It's 1/2 crime. The little crime hand and the big crime hand are pointing to...
No more using crime as an adjective, please. I've got a headache.
Your visor giving you trouble again?
I think the implant housing's come loose. We might need to go to the veterinarian again, yeah.
You look so
And
sad.
before you say it, yes. I mean the crime veterinarian, thank you. See?
Crime veterinarian. Yeah, respect your veterinarians, you know. They do a great service for this country.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is the most fun voice I can think of that isn't actually going to like run my throat ragged, as opposed to like chain smoking Gibson I did last time.
That's fair.
I like that voice, but boy howdy, I can't keep doing it.
Let's not blow your throat to smithereens.
Please no.
I wasn't gonna say it. Honest. Are you okay with helping with the heist tonight? Maybe I could fly solo on this one. Just me and my voice.
I leave you dealing with the Crimr servers alone? Heck no, I'll just power on through the headaches, yeah. Walk me through your findings, see? Maybe I just need something else to focus on, yeah? What's the game plan, Penny?
I don't like making Gibson pull a job when he's suffering. It's not right. It's not fair. But... fair hasn't really been a key word in our lives, has it? No. We work with what we have. People with disabilities struggling under capitalism.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing this for him as much as I'm doing it for myself. The cybernetics in his head need tuning every few weeks, and are not cheap. If huge scores and big heists through Crimr are what it takes to keep my best friend in good health, so be it. What way is Pablo biting? Well, maybe he learned it from your other frog, Ash. They just love to bite, I guess. I wheel my portable chalkboard to the center of the room, ready to craft the master plan. Legitimate business company. Bottom dollar bidder security for the most part. Basic, boring gray box of concrete and glass and failed dreams.
But a smiling sun.
True.
I forgot about this.
Ah, man.
Why is there a happy little sun in the corner, yeah? Are we infiltrating the place at night, see?
Don't question my process, Gibson.
Oh, Jesus knows Gibson is blepping.
You're right. That's great. Meanwhile, my cat has like a very, very tiny blep. It's just a blip. I don't even think it's visible on the camera. She's just like on her head. Ridiculous. Foolish. Nonsensical. Anyway.
Listen, just because your cat is non-Euclidean doesn't mean that it's her fault that you don't understand the spatial necessities.
I mean, all cats are non-Euclidean, basically. This should be a cakewalk, honestly. We'll grapple up the side of the building, infiltrating through the rooftop access door. A frog is also non-Euclidean. Hey, did you see that, Ash? She said frog, and a frog got thrown at me. It's finally working. Love it. I already scouted the rooftop and unlocked the door. We can breeze on in. The cameras won't be an issue. Once inside, we'll gain access to the air vents, and that's where you come in. You'll head down into the server room through the vents, where you can work your magic. Not only did I spot plenty of air vents you can use, I found out that L-Mail has a buffer overrun problem.
Ah, a delicious zero-day exploit. Good work, Penny, yeah.
Once you finish your magic and add me to the Crimr access list, we slip out the way we came in. But we avoid the security room in the CEO's office. They're no-fly zones for us. Their alarms have hair triggers and they're diligent about investigating. But now we know that, we know how to proceed slow and safe. Slip in, hack Crimr, slip out before anyone notices. Back home in time for cartoons. Sound good?
Ah, that's some good scouting work, yeah. I'm impressed, Penny. I think we can make this happen, see? I'll go load up my cyberware, some LDOS exploits, and be ready for back in a jiff.
Oh,
Or a GIF.
it's
Fight about it, yeah.
great.
It's pronounced GIF and I don't care who says otherwise. Paige, thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I chat, and today we are playing Penny Larceny with Fornea and Two Flower.
Hey there, Index. You got a gift sub earlier.
Hello.
Or is it a GIF sub?
Shut up!
No. How you doing, Index? How was it? Lobotomy called? Did you battle the Eldritch horrors? We're dealing with a different Eldritch horror. Capitalism. Suffering. Yeah, that sounds about right. I always get a bit of nervous jitters before a caper like this. Excitement? Anxiety? Hard to say. And yeah, anyone from Index's chat, if you need to get up and stretch your legs, or if you need to make your way out, I totally get it. Otherwise, pull up a chair, and we're about to do some crime. But I promise you, we'll be just fine. Cross my heart and hope to die, stick a needle in my eye.
I never understood those like schoolyard rhymes that were like self-mutilating. Like, why?
I don't know where their origin comes from.
Like, I know that like Ring Around the Rosie is like a thing that dates back to like plague superstition and practice.
I believe so.
But a lot of them are just like this one. It's like, okay, the first part I suppose could just be like, you know, strike me down, you know, if, you know, blah blah blah, smite me, O mighty smiter. But why a needle in the eye? That seems a little excessive.
Well, now I'm frantically Googling the origin here.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what Google's large language model is telling you.
Well, according
I'm gonna
to
put on it being like some English schoolboy thing.
according to dictionary.com, the phrase is most likely originated as a religious oath based on the sign of the cross. It is generally accompanied by hand gestures such as crossing one's hand, blah blah blah. It doesn't mention about the needle specifically, but I assume that it's I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it is related to like witchcraft. Who knows?
Who can say, really? Please do none of those things.
Come on now, metaphor.
I'll metaphor you.
What's a metaphor? Wow. Okay. Never mind.
No, I don't know that one.
Cows.
Oh.
Crickets chirp.
Okay, let's do this.
I like the best thing that I had was metaphor. I hardly know her, but like I didn't have that in the moment.
Metas for Facebook, says Cherry.
Ew.
I know, gross. Money laundering.
Okay, so the meta's for min-maxing. There we go.
There you go. Ah, crisp evening air. The excitement of a heist under cover of nightfall.
I really wish that there was like a billboard or something over here that had the happy sun on it anyway.
That would have been amazing. I live for these moments. I crouch in the shadows of the building, ready to make my ascent. But first, a comms check. Panda Bear to Fancy Feast, do you copy over?
Penny, I'm literally in your backpack right now, see? I can hear you even without the comm link. And my call sign is Shadow Lord Hellclaw, the Nightmare Bringer, not Fancy Feast, yeah.
Yeah, but that's really hard to say. You can't use your Warlock main as... I was gonna say either like a Warlock main or someone who mains Reaper on Overwatch. Now hunker down, I'm heading up and I don't want you falling out.
When you're 16 years old and you're playing tabletop for the first time.
Mm-hmm. I remember that because my first evil D&D character was the Dark Overlord of Radical Killing because his initials spelled out dork.
I was about to say, like, wait a minute, hang on. Those letters are significant.
They sure were. we all have that one OC.
Relax. I'm pretty padded back here. I'll be fine, yeah.
Don't worry about Gibson. He's safe and sound back there. We've got all this figured out.
Incidentally, my first evil tabletop character was a scientist who would brew addictive substances, find people, drug them with it, and leave a phone number for how to address the struggles that were to come.
Interesting.
I was the healer.
You could be an evil cleric by just charging for your healing spells. You invent insurance for your fellow party members.
Jeez, what a patron.
Right? Next.
Yep.
A good thief comes prepared, and I'm a very good thief. Gibber's as snug as a bug in a rug, see? Cramped but room to loaf. Armor plated front pocket, air vents, double zipper with soft tabs on inside. Yeah, he can get out if he needs to.
So about that here. My artist truth to just like we're trying to figure out, so Gib like lives in the backpack and like our well, I guess Gib's gonna need this and drew this like giant diagram. We're like, can I please use that in the game?
Aw. I love when things like that make it into the game.
Absolutely. And yeah, like I really like the cramped but room to loaf.
Fun fact, speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, it is canonical that a dragon can reduce its overall length by increasing its width, so dragons are capable of loafing. I learned that from Melissa Tiefling, and she knows a lot about dragons. That's all I'll say
Saying
about that.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna let that one go.
Google it if you want, but you know. Anyway. Most of that was his design. He knows his needs, and I'm only happy to keep him comfortable when I'm busy running and climbing and stuff. Yes, Nary, exactly. Right, back to the action. One rooftop coming up. The grapple gun may be old hardware, a family heirloom, but it gets the job done. It whizzes up the building, snags on, and up I go. Hup! Scaling up the side of the building with Gibson in my pack is tricky, but it's nothing I haven't done before. And soon, we're on the darkened rooftop.
My first D&D tabletop character was actually made at the table. That made it to the table that I remember was a knight who was designed to be as vulnerable to Fey chicanery as possible, purely to give the DM as many plot hooks as possible.
As
dear.
a often DM, I do appreciate when players are like, hey, here are ways to complicate the story for narrative fun.
Yep. Yeah. When I first got into tabletop, I was like very, resistant to the idea of, making mistakes and that kind of thing for all kinds of, personal reasons. But over time, like, I have learned to stop worrying and love the bad idea.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, Neri. Like, I love when inspiration carries over. All right. Fortunately, since I scouted the rooftop before, I know exactly where I'm going, and I silently dash my way across the door to the door. Probably like throw my arms back like a Naruto run. I disabled the alarms already, and I have the access code. I punch in 0451, and we're in. My vision is augmented.
I may be an edgelord, but at least I'm not a weeb, yeah. Good work, Penny. Saves us time and resources, not to mention not having to tinker with the door.
Yep, I didn't have to waste my electromagnetic confusatron either.
What? That's not a thing. That can't be a thing.
It's totally a thing. Magnetic North loaned it to me. His husband designed it. Single use, but it'll get the job done. In we go. I love that his name is
his
just...
husband is.
I'm sorry, can you
say that again, please?
His husband is in fact Magnetic South.
I love that.
I see.
That way you know who's the top and who's the bottom.
Okay, listen, there has to be rotation.
Yeah, like every couple of centuries, you know.
Don't laugh.
And yet I regret nothing. Next step, avoiding any offices or cubicles where people are pulling some serious mandatory overtime. If it's mandatory, then it's not overtime. Right, gotta get you into the server room.
Just get me the layout. I memorized the layout from the blueprint, see?
Sneakily, I sneak my way along. Damn it, forgot the alarms here have hair triggers. And Gibson is like 80% hair.
Isn't Gibson a short hair?
Yeah, I think the artist specifically said Gibson is in standard American short hair.
Mm-hmm.
How often do they shed? I have no clue.
I mean, just as often, but nowhere near as voluminous.
That's fair. Zelda sheds a whole bunch, but she will not let us brush her unless we give her a different brush to chew on, because she likes the texture of the hairbrushes to chew on. So I give her one hairbrush to chew, and then the other one we use to brush her, and she does not notice while she's busy chewing on the brush. I guess it's a texture thing.
Evidently.
Yeah, we're talking about you. Anyway.
Because you're a big dum-dum?
Quickly I cover my exit with a small-sized smoke bomb. before bolting to hide under a chunky customer service desk. Almost immediately, a guard sweeps into the area, looking around in confusion before grumbling into his radio. Must have been my imagination.
I thought I fixed the damn false alarms and the coding got fixed. All clear here. Probably just the wind rattling the windows or something.
I thought I saw something. Maybe just a homeless guy. Forget it. I was just hearing things. Actual words said by an NSF guard.
You want to get lunch after this?
And he exits to go sweep other floors. Oh, he has to sweep the floors too? Man.
Boo.
Carl wasn't kidding. Motion trackers must be hypersensitive. Must have been the wind, yep. Fortunately, the guards seem a bit desensitized to them. Not saying I should trip them all for fun, but at least I know I can evade, right?
You use them for a distraction. Guard aggro.
Oh, I like that idea. Oldie but a goodie. And enhanced by the alarm system, too. Getting bullied a lot here by chat.
You have none to blame but yourself.
I'm the victim here. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind for later.
Are you sure about that?
Release a bunch of fruit flies and leave some fresh fruit out for fun. That's pretty devious.
I'm not apologizing.
Let's not get distracted. Air vents. Gotta find a viable air vent. Okay, this one will do. I pop the 4 screws, holding it in place.
You know, I hadn't remembered the Gibson on shoulder frame.
Oh, his little paws.
So cute.
Yep. Okay, my turn. Go hide somewhere, yeah.
Got it. Be careful, Fancy Feast.
I keep telling you, that is not my name. Fine, I'll use Fancy Feast, if only because feasting on my enemies is very lion-like, see?
So grumpy looking. Gibson hops down and climbs into the vent. I tuck myself under a desk, keeping my voice low as I track his progress on comms.
We go right, then we go left, see? And then we go left, yeah. Then we go down, see? Don't worry. I see a route that'll let me climb back up when I'm done, yeah. And I'm in. Hey, this is a sweet setup, see? Lots of great high-powered CPU racks, yeah.
Focus, Fancy Feast.
Right, the buffer overrun exploit, yeah. I'm on it now. This will be a lot easier with that little trick, see? They'll never see it coming. Uh-oh.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of the spiffing Brit. Today, we're going to see if this server is perfectly balanced with no exploits. Uh-oh.
I think there's a variation in scene.
You got kind of garbled there. Could you try that again? Oh boy.
But you don't convince the guy to tell you about the bug. Then you have to like sit around in the office and wait for Gibson to do like a little back and
Okay. Well, hey, I'm glad that we could avoid that, and I'm glad that there are multiple ways that this can go.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of variations depending on decisions.
Which is really cool.
Yep.
Which means that our playthrough is one of but many permutations. Buy the game and experience your own.
Indeed. I'm in, see, but there's no Crimr database. Not even a trace of it. It's not here, yeah.
What? No, it's gotta be here. Lenny Legitimate's behind Crimr. He has to be. I did my homework on this. Check again. Dig deeper.
I've already checked and dug and dug and checked, and Crimr isn't. Oh. Oh, crap. It's in the building, yeah. But it's not here. It's not in the server farm, see? Looks like it was moved last week. Someone had an idea, I think. Transferred to the personal workstation of Mr. Legitimate, yeah. It's in the CEO's office, see?
Of course it is. The CEO's office. Well... Okay, come on back up. We'll figure this out. Gibson slips back up through the vents, dashes out into the open, and leaps into my backpack. Together, we sneak on through the offices in search of Mr. Legitimate's lair. Okay, it's a wrinkle, but we can deal with one, right? Motion trackers, volumetric cameras, infrared biometric scanners, and a code keypad?
So, this is my own ignorance. I know what most of these are, except for a volumetric camera. What is that supposed to be?
That is a camera that basically sees in 3D, so it can like verify the shape or something like that.
Gotcha.
I did not know that either.
So the kind on an iPhone.
How paranoid is Lenny to leave his building full of holes, but practically make his office into a panic room? I pause before the intimidatingly secure door. I have no clue what's in there. Might not be an office at all. It could be waltzing into something very big and dangerous. Nobody's seen Leonard Legitimate in years. Maybe he doesn't exist, like the Dread Pirate Roberts. Maybe he does. Maybe he's the king in yellow who runs Crimr. But if our data's inside, we gotta go in. And that's that. Remove hinges. Just go through the...
Just get a big crane and take the whole office with you. Duh.
Oh yeah, like the panic room heist from Payday.
I was thinking the intro to Saints Row 3.
Oh, it's been so long since I played any of the Saints Row games. It's true, we do have the electromagnetic What's-It.
We do, but we also know that we could just set off a ton of false alarms and just have time.
True. Chaos. Gib, how can I make a lot of mayhem in a very short amount of time?
What?
I'ma spam this place with alarms and use it as cover to break in. They have to investigate every single false positive.
Oh geez, Penny, that's dangerous, see?
And Lola Blues Break, welcome in. Good to have you. It's a dangerous line of work,
Welcome.
Fancy Feast, but it's the life we've chosen.
Okay, just, okay. I installed a back door while I was on the server, so I can trigger alarms all over the building, see? Lead them on a merry chase everywhere except here. How long do you need to break this door? Yeah.
Don't know. 2 minutes minimum. Get started. Gib ducks back into my backpack, firing up his cybernetic implants. I approach the Doom door, 2 Ds, with capitals, and begin tinkering with my access systems. Immediately, alarms start going off, both from the door and all over the building. Oops.
Zone 7A, Zone 3C, Zone 12Q. The hell is going on? Yes, I know these are probably false positives. Check them anyway. Split up.
Override keypad, reroute signal from face scanner, reprogram the scanner. I may be crap at computers, but these specialized security gadgets, I've been beating them all my life.
So that's an interesting thought of someone being good at specific electronics but not computers. Where did that idea come from? Was it just an excuse to have Gibson be Hack Cat?
Yeah, it's basically Gibson and Penny have their own areas of expertise that they can both bring something to the heist. And since I didn't want to have everything just be hacking, it was that's kind of the Hollywood solution. Everything.
Right.
There had to be some things that Penny could do, even if they involve electronics.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, I definitely know people who have some very highly specialized knowledge fields, but are no good at computers. Transfem can attest to that, being great with molecular biology, but terrible with coding, to the point where she literally crashed her school's district computers, just the entire network.
That's impressive.
I know, by accident, no less.
No, the main gate is not open. It's a ghost alarm. Start heading up to the top floor. Penny, hurry, yeah.
I'm in. We're moving.
Okay.
Hey, it's an iconic thing. The office of Leonard Legitimate, rising star of the tech sector, disruptive market leader, innovator, creator, reclusive genius, buzzwords. But apparently he exists. People who don't exist don't need tacky office furniture, and no dust to speak of on any of it. One mystery solved, but not the mystery we came here to solve. We need Crimr access, and quickly. I close the door behind me and approach the impressive-looking legit station. That still gets me. At his desk. Gimp, you're up.
I said this last time, but I really like how just the trash pile comes with Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Right? I get why it's there, but I love that it's the exact same trash pile.
I just like to imagine
we actually considered doing different trash piles for different biomes, one for office, one for lab, but it had more money.
Right, yeah.
Yep. More trouble than it was necessarily worth, and we know how you are about adding in extra assets that only get a single use.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to limit the use of the words.
Yep, and then because otherwise we got to reuse this thing. We paid for it. God damn it! We need to shoehorn it in a future chapter.
With cardboard box.
The cardboard box. I forgot about.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And honestly, this is funnier, I think, because I enjoy the implication that in Penny's backpack is just all of this garbage,
including the filing cabinet
out when he's with him.
She's got it's basically a bag of holding. But it contains, let's see, a filing cabinet that has
bag of holding. Yes.
Yep. It's got the notepad on the side. You have the mechanical receipt printer or calculator, whatever that is. The boxes, the books, the two binders, the bottles, whatever they are. The office chair as well.
Yep.
Amazing.
I really like the office chair in particular being in Penny's backpack.
You never know when you're gonna need to. You never know when you're gonna need to roll somewhere.
Yeah.
Gibson hops out, climbs up onto the keys, and gets to work.
I thought we were using our code names. Yeah.
I'm stressed. Okay, I keep forgetting. You called me Penny plenty of times. How long will it take to hit the Crimr database from there?
Oh, let's see here. About the same as you. 2 minutes. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Damn it. You've got, well, however many minutes it takes for security to realize we're here. As Gibson bangs away on the keyboard, I'm left standing and waiting. Waiting to see if we succeed, or we get arrested, or killed. Hang on a moment, all you did was click the hack button on your icebreaker. But no choice, right?
Listen, this is a new game. I only have 1 rank in it.
Well, hang on, if you've only got 1 rank, then that means that you don't even have the icebreaker.
I mean 1 rank of training. Come on. Yeah.
Alright, just making sure that we're making our accurate references here.
Smash the state, see?
Hell yeah. This is where we get the arrow at. This is where the arrows point to. Get Crimr access, then use that to find jobs that'll keep us alive and, well...
I mean, who knows
Who
what
knows?
the future holds.
Well, one of us. Maybe, but I'm a criminal, right? I'm too far gone. I can't walk another path. I'm risking my life, and Gibson's life, but there's no choice. None. It's just this. But you can see farther than I can. I'm not delusional. You aren't my brain tricking me. You have an outsider's perspective on life. You've proven that again and again. Tell me, what's going to happen? Am I going to find success and freedom? Am I going to live happily ever after?
Spoilers, Penny. The suspense.
Damn spoilers. I get it. You can only give me so much or it all falls apart. Quantum mechanics are really annoying, aren't they? Life would be so much easier if there were one plan, one path. But all of that is moot, right? But all of that is moot, right here and now. The future can wait. I need to finish this caper and get Crimr access. After that, well, we'll explore the possibilities together.
I got it, see? I got it, yeah. One forged Crimr access passed with full login credentials, see? I also scraped a few gigs of heavily encrypted data in the same folder. No idea what it is, yeah, but figured, hey, while we're here, it's a big payday, see? Yeah.
Oh look, it's Iris. You did good, Gib. Okay, let's book it before things get any more complicated, and Gary's gonna be right behind us, isn't he?
Listen, I'm not doing the Iris voice again. This is way easier for me.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to do the Iris voice for this game.
Like, it would be funny if it was the same universe, but, you know, things are allowed to be different. Yep, here we go. Get much deeper into the office at gunpoint. A trembling, shaking gun held by a trembling, shaking old man in a security uniform. Come on.
Hold in the name of the law.
Damn it, Carl, you were 1 day from retirement. Why couldn't you have gone home at the end of the day?
Oh boy, we're gonna kill Santa Claus.
Wizzy, shut up.
You're not supposed to be here. Hell, I'm not supposed to be in here. You're trespassing.
Well then, that makes 2 of us. Checkmate. Damn it. I do not want to fight a senior citizen. But if he doesn't give me a choice...
Hey, I said don't move. Don't move.
He's trembling because of all that coke.
You're a supervillain, aren't you? I won't let you scramble my brain or boil my blood or shoot me with a freeze ray here.
What? I don't do anything like that.
Or turn me into a pile of applesauce, or convert my atoms into gold, or go back in time and kill my grandfather. I've seen Futurama.
I don't do any of those things either.
Well then, goddamn, what is your superpower? Oh, you massive freaky ass superpowers.
I could take him down by force, or maybe I can scare him into leaving me alone. Would that just make it worse? I don't know. Y'all know how cops are with guns.
I mean, to be fair, security are not cops.
No, he's a corpo cop. Which, you know, could be worse depending on your point of view. You're my superpower, aren't you? Be super powerful and get me out of this mess.
Hey, you know this guy. It's Carl. Remind of what's waiting for him after retirement.
Yeah. It means exposing my sneaking around earlier today, but that's a hell of a lever to pull. You're right. Okay. Remember your Minecrafts, your model trains.
Oh god, it's the Hamburglar. This is for Ronald. Hey, Phil. Welcome back.
Carl, you don't want to do this. You're so close to retirement, aren't you?
How do you know? How do you know my name?
You've got a name tag not pictured. Let him mint his block train.
No.
No, block train, not blockchain. You told me, remember? I brought you donuts, and we talked about your plans after today. What about your virtual model railroad and your grandkids you want to play with? It's gonna be hard to ride the rails with PTSD from a fatal shooting. I'm not threatening you. I'm scared that if you hurt me, you won't forgive yourself. I'm trying to help you avoid that.
You're a supervillain, a criminal. I'm supposed to deal with you. You're just a kid. You're just a kid.
I mean, it's not his job, is it?
Right?
Oh. Aaron Rockstar, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
This isn't your job. You observe and report. You don't fight masks. That's what the capes are for. You can just radio this in and get a hero dispatched. You don't have to do anything more than that.
What? You'll escape long before a hero arrives.
But you'll have done your duty. It's all you need to do. You can go home with the feeling of a job well done. Isn't that enough? Wouldn't that be enough? You're retiring, Carl. Go rest knowing you've done your duty and I won't have to kill an old guy. Though honestly, your heart is probably going to give out with all that coke beforehand.
Dispatch. The supervillain hold up in Mr. Legitimate's office. Withdrawing and requesting backup.
Thanks, Carl.
I should hold you at gunpoint until the hero arrives.
Carl. Oh yeah, speaking of which, did you see Llamas with Hats finally got an epilogue? It was released yesterday, I think.
And I'm not familiar with this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I feel like it would take too long to explain. But for
Fair enough.
But for those who know, it's incredibly surreal, and I would recommend checking it out if you've seen any of the Llamas with Hats before. Or hell, just check it out now. What? And risk getting your brains turned into applesauce with my amazing superpowers?
Yeah. You got spun, kid. Up.
Majima ke unsetsu. Hey there, Aria. Thank you very much for the raid. What were you up to? Beeping and booping? Oh boy, that sounds exciting.
Welcome, Raiders.
I played silly Roblox games, Uno, and Mario Party. Geez, which one of those is like the greatest evil? I know it's Roblox, but I like to entertain the idea that it's Mario Party.
Well, Roblox is evil because it's massively capitalist, but Mario Party ends with
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. and Uno gets you in trouble with superiors in corporate VTuber spheres.
Of course you have Uno. It came free with your fucking Xbox.
I found it. I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thanks again for the raid. Hope that was all
Thank
fun,
you for
and
patronizing
hey,
the cocktail hour.
Merry Entropy once
Enjoy
more.
your stay.
Ultimate Banana Boy, thank you for the follow. I should throw a flaming bottle of love through the windows of your heart. Thank you for being follow number 1481.
Yeah, same here. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
You got spunk, kid. But seriously, maybe hang up the mask after this, okay? Hate to see someone so young getting hurt.
Good guy, Carl.
Yep.
Some touch and go moments, but we did it. We've got Crimr app access. As much as I'd love to stick around and loot the place for all its delicious, delicious data and valuables, it's time to go.
We can stop by the break room and steal one more pastry on the corporate dime, can't we?
Right? Oh man, what was I gonna say? The American pronunciation is data, but you know the prevalence of Star Trek: The Next Generation just kind of destroyed that.
Do you know what a single unit of data is called?
A datum.
Indeed.
Love that.
Although perhaps a datum.
Possibly. Love you too, Paige. Hope you're having a good night. Starting tomorrow, Penny Larceny is heading for the big time. Roll credits.
Da, 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 da.
Caper complete.
All
Nice.
right, let's throw a save here.
Yeah, and that's perfect timing for me to take another quick bathroom break here.
All right.
And
We're
I
gonna
should do
keep
the
going?
same.
All right. We will be right back, everybody.
All right.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Is the plan evil?
Nope.
In the case of King Shelter in an
Mermaid based, unfortunately.
Fair.
Oh,
My
okay.
Cowboy 2 flower game. Ah, yes, there we go. Cowboys and merfolk.
Excellent. But yeah, all eyes on you, not his looking at you, kid.
Why not?
I don't know. That seemed funnier.
Okay.
After all the eyes are not on Ash; they're on the floor.
They're on the floor, but they're all looking.
Yeah, they're looking at you, kid. I don't know.
I
Let's
think the
continue.
answer is both are correct, as opposed to just one.
Fair enough. All right, we ready to continue?
I suppose so.
I've got a good half hour in me, I think. It's been 2 days since the heist at Legitimate Business Company. 2 days since setting up my Crimr account. This thing is kind of impressive, not gonna lie. It's got so many masks I recognize. See, Magnetic North, congrats on getting in. Where'd you steal your invite from? Exum Services.
Hey, Penny, congratulations on getting in. Where'd you steal your invite from?
Exum Services, servers at LBC.
Wow. South and I are proud of you.
Come by our cafe sometime for a donut.
A gay
We might
couple
break
that
it-
runs a bakery shop.
We might break out some funny 90s accents for you.
You know, it's it's like BioShock, the constants and variables. There's always a man, there's always a lighthouse, there's always a gay couple selling baked goods. Oh man. Love it. Apparently stealing access to the app is pretty common. Might even be a rite of passage. If so, that's good for me. Means less chance of consequence for my caper.
BBQ at my place this weekend. My new chili recipe is gonna knock 'em dead.
Ghost pepper. Figuratively, not literally?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Domino, is that you?
I have no idea, like, what presentation this individual has, so I'm just, like, keeping as neutral as I can.
Fair enough. And I'm not gonna lie, the chit-chat is very distracting. Feels good to feel like a part of the mass community. I've been flying semi-solo for so long, aside from the occasional backyard potluck. Villain potlucks, I love it.
Clearly, we
I wanna
brought
imagine
cans of
that.
tuna.
They all show up completely in costume, but they're like, you know, they got like potato salad in a Tupperware.
There's like, there's someone on a barbecue. With an apron that says "Kiss the Crook."
Perfect.
These hot wings are to die for.
Oh jeez. Now I'm just like imagining it's like, okay, this is the only person who can actually like stand Ghost Pepper's cooking is Milkmaid.
Actually, I think it's said somewhere else that Ghost Pepper, her ex-wife is the Carolina Reaper, and they hate each other's guts now. And they have a daughter named Red Savina, so altogether they are the Spice Girls.
Right, I remember you mentioning this. This.
God, yeah, that's so good. And like, I really want them to show up for Hot Ones. Just a lot of fun to socialize with my fellow masks, you know?
Fools! I will destroy them all!
Okay, what set you off this time?
My dinner delivery included napkins and plastic forks when I expressly unchecked that box. Plastic waste is destroying the environment. They will pay in blood!
You've got issues, man. I
The
don't
world
just
has
have issues, I have full subscriptions!
I was going to go,
The world has problems and I have solutions.
Excellent. Ember Empress works the grill, says Neri. Even the less stable ones. I mean, if he is Ultim Adam, I'm sure he is pretty unstable.
given the capitalization, it seemed to just be Ultima Tom.
It's like, I don't have any official pronunciation for it. It can be Ultimatum, or Ultimatum, or Ultimatum. It's whatever the streamer decides.
I like Ultim Adam if, like, he's got, like, nuclear powers.
You see, I'm like a Final Fantasy nerd, so like Ultima Tom sits in my head.
I mean, he could be Ultima Tom, like a guy named Tom who's really into the Ultima series.
Oh, there we go. It's like it's actually just Richard Garriott.
He's really just he's fuming that Lord British just absolutely ruined the storyline for Ultima 9.
I'll show them what's a paladin.
They ruined the ultimate sacrifice by bringing him back at the end. I too remember the Spoonie experiment. But let's not get into that.
Oh boy.
But the most interesting text to come in so far.
User 1123, you are cordially invited to the Crimr social mixer at Destructo's Bar and Grill, 8 p.m. sharp on Wednesday. Sincerely, the Matchmaker.
I would have loved to have been user 1312. It's, Lexi and I binged Harley Quinn animated series recently, which feels very this kind of superhero. Yeah, absolutely. I've been
definitely in there.
I've been rewatching Venture Brothers to kind of Netflix like showed there was a new season, so I was like, let's just go back to the beginning and rewatch it all. And I'm like, oh my god, it's like there were a lot, and I mean a lot of slurs in that show.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Mostly what I enjoyed that show for was the Monarch. It was the idea of this like organization of not particularly effective villains.
Mm-hmm. It definitely has all of that going for it. I feel like the language is very much a product of its time.
So I basically like never watched that show. Like I saw like 2 episodes, but I have read a quote from it that does stick with me of being involved in a game of cat and also cat for years.
True.
Which has ended up like resurfacing in my life in the really funny way of I know 2 different streamers named Catherine who go by Cat, and they are romantically involved. So I've come to refer to them as Cat and also Cat.
Excellent.
They haven't objected yet.
Fair enough. Plot twist, they're dating.
No, that was actually the first thing I knew about them. I knew about that before I knew their names were Cat.
Fair enough. That was just me guessing. Excuse me.
Oh no, Nary. Both of them are spelt with a K.
Oh man, that makes it worse. Like at the very least, it could have been like Catherine, where one is a C and one is a K.
No, yeah, they're both K, and that's why I decided, okay, Cat and also Cat.
Fair enough.
It's so good.
Let's see. It's a little risky, considering I broke into Lenny's office to get Crimr access. But if I'm gonna eat food and get Gibson's cyberware fixed, I need jobs. So I costume up and head out. Let's go meet some bad guys. Damn, this is a pretty nice place.
Swank. Yeah, this is swank. It's
I like the Crimr logo up there on the TV.
Honestly, like, if like there was a visual novel associated with you, honestly, I think your bar would look not dissimilar to this, just with more like anarchy signage.
Yeah, and also I guess canonically it does not have electric lighting.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've decided this. It kind of came about organically. There was somebody decided to take a prompt that I had used to draw the cocktail lounge with just like candles and cups, and I was like, I like that aesthetic, so let's keep it going.
What about gaslighting?
No, like I've never gaslit anyone.
Shut up.
So this is another case where like the background artist and I were not entirely on the same page. Like I was anticipating it would be like not on the 8th floor, like well, this is the art that I got, and I'm not really going to be going back for more, so I'll just write the story around it.
Sometimes you work with what you got, you know?
Okay, so Ash threw 100 bits at me and says, "Can I bribe you to keep Fridge another week?"
I think
And
you're...
I'm over here just going like, huh? What involvement did I have with that? I don't even remember what that was.
She
I know
says,
I
"Wait,
was
wrong
told, but I
stream."
don't remember.
Don't whack.
Here's your bribe.
Thank you for... Yes, I will keep it up on the shelf. So on my like chatting screen, I put up like little images on the shelves at the request of patrons for like channel points.
I see.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Ash has run out of channel points, but they're intending to bribe me with like bits instead.
Apology.
Amazing. Very well. I will keep it up for another week. Let's see, going away for the... Oh well,
thank
hey,
you,
I
Ash.
will. I'll miss you too, Nary. Where are you headed off to?
In this thread, the concept of regret.
One more, because I hate that I have an odd number of bits. Fantastic. I don't know what
Ash
it is
the
about...
gift that keeps on giving.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Destructo's Bar and Grill. Sometimes you want to... Hang on. I'm going to take a drink for this. All right, well, have as good a time as you can with your family, Nary. Sometimes you want to go where everybody loathes your name, and they're always mad you came. Anyway.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Like, I understood that reference.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely get this joke. I'm like, my question over here is like, okay, how much were you aching to put this one in?
The supervillain version would just be called... Supervillain version would just be called Jeers instead.
I mean, look at the logo on the wall. That is literally the Shears font.
Okay.
Yep.
I appreciate those little touches. I'm a regular at Destructo's. He's a great guy. A retired mask who runs an underground speakeasy for the criminal set. It's
underground. 100 feet above surface.
Checkmate, leftists.
Floors, rather.
It started as a hole in the wall, a real seedy joint, but after getting destroyed once or twice, Destructo decided to go more upscale. Masks don't need filthy gin joints. Turns out no one likes filthy gin joints when they can drink in class and style instead. Hey. Come over here to my just chatting screen for a second. This is kind of a filthy gin joint, and that's how I like it.
I was gonna say, it's like, I feel like we might be getting just a little personal over here.
I know, right? Empress
I swear it was not targeted.
I would hope not. Like that
That'd
would have been
impressive, honestly.
Right? That takes like time travel right there. Masked. Okay, yeah, I read this line. And I've never seen it so packed. There's all sorts of masks here. Some I recognize, some I don't. Each of us has a "Hello, my name is" tag with our secret mask names. Although my mask name is just my real name. Like, there's a Nico Montoya over in the corner there, and he's written out the whole line and everything.
And at the top of it, it says, "Ask me about."
Yes, believe it or not, my real name is Penny Larceny. Think you see why I ended up as a criminal, right? Nominative determinism. Fortunately, before I have to start figuring out an in for mingling socially, someone speaks up, and the crowd hushes.
Okay, did not see this coming.
Right? I mean, I knew she was evil, but like, yeah, this is a different kind of evil.
This is impressive. Was not expecting this wholesale surprise.
Speaking
Friends, your attention, please.
Speaking of Inigo Montoya,
Thank you all so much for coming to our little party. We hope you'll make valuable contacts today. I'll be directing this event on behalf of Crimr and the King in Yellow. My name is... the Matchmaker, Crimr Henchwoman.
I do like the rapier at the hip there.
It's good. And I'm very happy to be here to aid you in your villainous schemes.
Wow, she's pretty stylish, and I'm not going to bring up the fact that I literally saw her yesterday working at the legitimate corp building, and yeah, we're just skipping over that. Okay, yeah, this is fine.
Okay, I really hope that this is a case of Penny legitimately can't tell because she's wearing a mask over her eyes.
Like, I do love a good case of Clark Kenting.
Yes.
Also, Neri, well done at figuring out one of the keywords. Oh, yeah, we could... Okay, excellent. Okay. I'm gonna make a prediction here. Whichever one, like, however obviously we as the narrator, like, throw it at Penny, I think she's not gonna believe us.
Don't you recognize her as the internship director?
What?
I'm so happy.
Okay. I have a sound for this.
Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone, because I f***ing called it!
What? I've never seen this person before. What are you talking about?
How are you not seeing this? I recognize her just fine.
Don't know what to tell you. I call it like I see it.
Wrong. Got it.
I could. This is the thing. Like, we've played these games for so long that we're just in tune with Two Flowers writing style.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you got rid of the money.
I think you've got the benefit of your super weird outside perspective. Me?
I mean, it's basically purely the platypus rule.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's like TV tropes refers to it as Clark Kenting.
Yep.
As a verb. Me? I have no idea who this is. Masks work really well, you know. That's why nobody recognizes me when I'm obvious alias either. It's foolproof.
I'm so happy that that's just a universal law. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce our mutual benefactor. He's the visionary responsible for the Crimr service. I'm so happy I get to keep using this voice, you know. Friends, I give you...
It's the ultra-rich light-bending guy from Disco Elysium. Why is what called what, Cherry? And a man in a yellow power tie and an identity-concealing blur mask appears, broadcast through a concealed projector. Oh,
Criminals, masterminds, villains all, I bid you good evening.
The King in Yellow. That's another, well, I don't know if that's specifically H.P. Lovecraft, but I know it, like, shows up a whole bunch.
It's in one of those bits of fanfic where H.P. Lovecraft ended up getting canonized.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And, okay, yeah. It gets used in a lot of things now. It's been, I know for a fact that it's been used in a 40k novel. It's been used, as Neri put it, in Signalis. A bunch of other things. Oh, it came before Lovecraft, apparently. Okay, okay.
Yeah, actually it was an influence, and it kind of got, like, rolled into the mythos as a result.
Gotcha. Okay. It's a book by Robert Chambers. Let's see. First published in 1895. Book contains 9 short stories and a sequence of poems. While the first stories belong to the genres of supernatural horror and weird fiction, The King in Yellow progressively transitions towards a more lighthearted tone, ending with, romantic stories devoid of horror or supernatural elements.
I mean, after you get used to it, it just kind of becomes, familiar.
Interesting. So apparently it was an inspiration to Lovecraft, though. That's cool. Holy The King in Yellow? I've never met him. Few have. He never leaves his private island, and any communication is rare. I guess a typical Crimr social event is beneath him showing up in person. This, presumably not pre-recorded broadcast, is all we get.
Tonight, you will meet potential allies who will enable you to take on your evil schemes to the next level. Crimr is the antidote to Cape Book. We are the disruptive element. We bring doom to the heroes and victory to the villainous. I like Cape Book.
Mm-hmm.
Through Crimr, perhaps one day you too will rule an empire like mine. Perhaps. I give you only the tools. It is up to you and your boundless ambition for evil to rise and claim your destiny. This gathering represents your first step. Start off on the right foot. I look forward to watching your progress.
Anyone can be a self-made man like me. Another criticism of capitalism there. It's very subtle. Well, about as subtle as it gets.
I am not a brand risk.
Reject subtext, embrace dom text.
Absolutely. Cherry says, the true evil, a tech bro who says he can be famous using the tools he made.
Wow.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. This is how I like my symbolism. Yeah, subtle as a sledgehammer to the face. And he vanishes as the broadcast ends. Not gonna hang around
to
chat.
hit me harder.
Me, a self-made woman, shoving my hands in my dad's pockets and shuffling around for spare tens for pinball day. Yep. Green hair is a dead giveaway that you're a villain. What? I thought it was a dead giveaway that you were queer, which, to Disney means the same thing.
I thought it was a dead giveaway that you're on a rebroadcast from when your hair was pink before.
So, fun fact, we actually got some criticism from one person who really wanted to be able to recolor the hair. And they said we were lazy because we didn't add that as an option. I'm like, dude, Penny's whole thing is green. The green backpack, the green hair, the green text. It's like every character has a unifying color, and that's part of the overall aesthetic of the game. It's like they made it not defined for a reason. And also, because it's green and curly, it's like basically race and ethnicity neutral. It can be anything.
Yeah. And branding is important.
So here's the point where you place your token on your bingo card. I thought Penny's hair was red.
Oh, right.
Ah.
Genuinely thought Penny was redhead.
No, it's green because money.
That makes sense. Do you see the backpack as green then? No.
Green or brown, one of those.
Gotcha. Why? I guess we're all learning today.
You know, funnily enough, I was actually talking with someone about, the frustrations of being colorblind with someone in an extensive conversation earlier today, and hey, guess what?
I remember someone on Twitter saying that they were actually a VTuber who is also colorblind, and they were like, I should get a whole bunch of other colorblind people to play Among Us with.
Oh god.
Okay, that doesn't work because like your color is displayed over your head, or at least that's an option. Also, everyone can wear like outfits and stuff. So unless everyone is like specifically engineering it to be as colorblind unfriendly as possible, that doesn't really mean anything.
Fair enough.
And I say this as someone who plays Among Us just about weekly.
All right, then.
Do I have color issues? Every so often. Usually it's not because of like something like that.
Gotcha.
Like usually it's more to the tune of like, okay, I didn't get a good look at their outfit and I didn't see what their name or, the stated color was, but they seem to be in this range of things, which means it's like one of 2 or 3 people. And that's usually enough to like detective out from there. So
understandable.
what colors am I blind to, if you may ask, other than green? So I can never remember the proper term for this, but I have non-functioning red cones, and the greens pick up the slack, which makes it so that anything that's not white or pure blue, I can't see properly. So as a result, I will blend stuff like yellow and green. That messes me up. Red and green. Like red and browns and like anything like with red or green in it is gonna mess me up. For 5 years, I thought my FF14 character had pink hair. It was purple. Until someone pointed it out to me in a very mortifyingly awkward moment. And then I had to ask someone to help me pick the correct color off the color picker palette for my hair in 14.
A whole bunch of different variations.
You're breaking up.
How are we now?
You seem okay.
Yeah, better.
So in the options for the game, we actually have a whole bunch of different versions of the text box, like high contrast or version or colorblind. So there's like a couple different variations you can go with.
Right, I remember that being a thing. And like, as far as like reading the dialogue and stuff, that's fine. I'm like, we've got like this Comic Sans with like a bold black outline, so like I can actually read this just fine. There's plenty of contrast there. Okay. I don't have like the blend together blur issue.
We love accessibility. I was also going to say it's been a couple of years, and Fornea only realized when I pointed it out that my model's skin is green.
Yeah, like I have to take your word on that. Like, to me, you basically, like, you know, I can't say this without it sounding derisive, I feel, but you just look like, you know, a white VTuber to me.
Just look like a basic bitch.
Your words, not mine.
Yeah. Anyway. Let's carry on a little bit here before we wrap things up. And he vanishes as the broadcast ends. Not gonna hang around to chat, apparently.
Now then, we're going to do a little thing I like to call speed dating for supervillains.
The music choice.
This is very elevator.
Yes. This is the best elevator. I like this.
A number of prominent criminal bosses will be seated at the tables, and potential hench persons will move from table to table. You only get a few minutes before the bell rings, and you have to move to the next table. Everyone to your stations. Let this speed dating event commence.
Maybe we should pick this up next week then.
Yeah, probably. You're about to meet the three bosses.
All right, so yeah, I think that's a good place to drop a save then, and we'll wrap things up. Ash banging fists on table. Where is Queen Bee?
You already got having Queen Bee be your boss, and knowing the way that you played it twice.
But yeah, it's been good to get back to this and just be going through these fantastic works once again.
Yeah, like absolutely.
Thank you for giving us each a copy.
Yeah, thank you for making, really. And, you know, yeah, to reiterate from earlier, especially now that, like, we're after several raids, you know, support Two Flower over here and pick up copies of this game, or at the very least, you know, like, throw subs at the Twitch channel.
Or go to Two Flower, you want to drop your Patreon?
Oh, yeah.
Let me dig up the link for it, sure.
Yeah, go for it. Throw it in both our chats.
Should print out a PNG of Queen Bee and tape it next to Chill Chuck on Lenny's tank. Oh no.
So anybody who pledges $5 will get early access to betas of the next game. It's pretty far along at this point. It will be released for free when it's finished, because this is going to be all backer supported. I'm kind of done trying to fight tooth and nail and.
Well, hey, I'm glad you have that as an option.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm probably gonna I'll save up some of my funds here and be giving out some keys to Penny Larceny probably during my charity stream here on the 13th. Actually,
there you go.
It's gonna be I'll start it on the 11th, but I wanna give back to as a way of saying thanks for everything that you've done for by providing us all of this wonderful source of amusement for a great many months now.
I wish I had the money to actually do that.
Of course. It's I feel like it's the least I can do. Plus it, helps support you in continuing in your game making endeavors.
All right, well then I shall be seeing you both next week, schedule permitting.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
In the meantime,
let's see. 7th? Okay, yeah, that should be open, yeah.
Yeah. Do we have anyone that we can raid?
That is a question, isn't it? Let's see here. Oh, hey, we could raid Lola.
I've had plenty of raids today.
Right.
Very, very grateful for all of them. I'm enjoying this pleasantly casual elevator music to see us out here.
Right?
Let's see. Got let's see. Seahorse is playing Starfield. Let's see.
Okay, I think I've got an option that I think you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Netu?
I don't think I do.
I think she is just your vibe.
All right, then throw the name in chat here, or like throw me a DM, and I will get the raid together here.
Oops. There we are. I spelled that correctly, didn't I?
You gotta be careful how you pronounce that, because if you don't do it just right, then you the Necronomicon opens and. All right. Well, I'm opening up a tab for her. Them. Who? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Her.
Okay. I was not sure, but let's see. Just gonna wait for the ads to clear then.
Yeah, we can stall for a little bit.
Yeah. What else do you have planned then for this spooky month?
Oh boy, plans. That thing. So I've actually been like dealing with a lot of like meat space paperwork and stuff. Like that's why I haven't really like set up anything for the Diverse Hearts event that's coming out in 2.5 weeks, because I just have not had like any bandwidth to dedicate to like planning, because most of it has just been like, oh, like legal form here, document that, money here, etc. And like I do not have that much mental bandwidth. I am too bimbo for that.
Understandable. Also, Meat Space Paperwork, great band name.
There we go.
But all right, that's entirely fair.
I
Meanwhile,
do have one thing actually, and that is very specifically, I am going to be, and this is not going to be live, I don't think. This is going to be recorded, but I am going to be involved with Dice Funk as a tabletop player. Because my best friend Skitch is going to be running the Shard Point Academy campaign, which you are a part of.
Yes, that is very true.
And that's going to be kicking off soonish.
Yeah, I need to.
I'm not going to give away. I'm not going to give away like what one of the characters that I've made for it is completely. But I will say that it is cheerleader adjacent in a manner that I don't think anyone expects.
Huh. I might recycle my classic half elven bard Jamie, who should have been assigned that I was like very much in egg denial because of all the cross dressing she does. But hindsight is 2020.
There were no signs.
None whatsoever. Let's see. All right, ads are clear, so I'll go ahead and do an outro for my folks, and I will meet you then over on Natu's chat.
Sounds good. All right, take it easy. Glad to be back at this.
Absolutely, and if you'll want to see us, Fornea might hop into my chat on Wednesday when I will be
popping. You think I'm going to stop for at the chat?
Well, we'll see. If you want to hop into VC, then that's fine, because I will be finally tackling something by demand of my Discord. They had a choice between either Viola the Heroine's Melody, a fun little platformer RPG where a girl gets transported into an isekai world inside her dead mother's violin, where she learns to appreciate music again and get over the grief of her mother's passing. No, y'all voted for Lisa the Painful.
I can't speak for the other one. I know Lisa's great.
Fair enough. All right. Well, hey, it has been a pleasure as always. I look forward to when we next hang out.
Sounds good. See you soon.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, thank you so much for being here tonight, everybody. I really appreciate you. What a way to end off September, right? Yeah, this has been fantastic. You know, honestly, like the payout from September has been instrumental in, helping me finally put down for the new computer. The new computer is coming on October 4th, which means that at some point during spooky season, I will have to transfer everything over, but then I will be operating with a whole lot more power. But I'm still raising funds under the new computer goal because I still need to make the payments, and there's like so much other stuff that I plan on doing with the rest of it. But hey, thank you to everyone who's here right now. Thank you to people who are lurking. Lurkers are the backbone of Twitch, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you especially to Literally's Illiteracy for the follow. Thank you to Ren and Penny Census for the follows. Thank you for the raids, rather. Thank you Amaru Crosis and TJF for the follows. Biddles, thank you for the raid. Thank you Lefty the Clown and Bianca Lupara for the follows. Thank you Ash for the bits and for the gift sub to Two Flower. Hey, I love you too, Mickey. That's okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you Kefka and Emperor Reality and Bunny Hearted for the follows. Thank you Neri for the raid and resubbing. 18 months now. I did not see that before. Holy shit. Thank you Index for the raid. Thank you Ultimate Banana Boy for the follow. Ash for the bits. And just everyone, thank you so much for being here. Your support gives me all of the motivation that I need to keep doing this. It pays for the model that you see in front of you, it pays for the bar that you see behind you, and the music that you're hearing right now, as well as things like my computer, and for all the other stuff that I've got planning. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, please feel free to join my Discord, the Cocktail Lounge. And otherwise, we're going to go and raid, and I will see you all on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Central, when I shall, as I said, be playing Lisa the Painful. Stick with me here for the raid for some more channel points, and I ask you all to remember that the world is only as dark as we allow it to be. So light it up.